Where I've came the furthest, I just say mentally, I've came the furthest. After coming off ACL and kind of having to overcome some adversity, it kind of hits you hard mentally. So from the time, even before I've came here up until now, I've really grown in that spot, and I think I'm in a great spot both physically and mentally. So yeah, I think that's the biggest one.
How have you seen the chemistry evolve with the quarterback?
They're all great. Each and every one of them, they have a great arm, and things has just been it's been going great. So I'm just glad to be out there with those guys, and I'm having fun with them.
Coach McGuire said, that with you and Jamal in the room now, the young guys have not shied away from the competition or seen like where the bar is basically. Have you noticed that how they've stepped up too?
Oh yeah, they're all talented. All those guys. I enjoy being around them. They're all talented. You got fast, quick guys, and they go out there and they perform to the best of their ability. So it's nice to have them out there, knowing that they're competing at a high level. And each day we just strive to set a new high standard.
Isaiah, what's your hunger level at personally after 2 years of not playing as much as you did early in your career? What's it like coming in here?
Man, I'm so hungry. It's like I said, it was tough having to miss those 2 seasons. So as I was going through that, I'm just sitting there, just like it's just building up and building up. And now that I'm finally have the chance to come out there and compete, and at a stage like this, it's just great. So I'm super excited for the season, and I'm excited for what we can do this year.
You put up a big season at Wyoming. How are you right now compared to that receiver? How far have you come, or are you that receiver?
I think from that point until now, I've grown a lot from a physical standpoint and from understanding the game of football, and I think as far as physicality, I'm just as good, if not better, than what I was back then at Wyoming. I've shown improvement in a lot of my game, and then from understanding the game of football, just going out there, reading the defenses, understanding what the defense is doing, understanding the situation, knowing what needs to be done at what time. I think I've grown in all those spots. So, yeah, that's what I say.
What kind of a relationship have you developed with Jamal Banks, considering that you guys are similar age and coming in here in the same offseason to compete for the same stuff?
Me and Jamal have a great relationship. I remember I met him on my visit here. We talked it up, and from that point on, it's the relationship has grown, and it's good having a guy out there like him with experience. And we kind of relate in several ways. So having him out there and being able to build that relationship with him, and it just makes you want to play hard for one another. So I'm glad to have him alongside. So.
Isaiah, what gives you confidence in the offense this year and the potential that you guys have on that side of the ball?
What gives me confidence? We come out to practice and we execute. Our goal is to reset that standard every day and just believing in each other. I feel like we've grown as far as hanging out with each other, building that relationship, and all of that adds up. Being able to, understand one another, and then going out there, it just makes you wanna play hard for one another. So being able to go out there and do that with those guys, it just gives you all the confidence in the world. So I'm glad to be out there and perform with those guys.
You've been part of some pretty talented receiver rooms at your other stops too. Where does this room stack up just in terms of potential talent and the depth of that?
We have a lot of explosive athletes in that room. We have guys who quick and fast. You got tall guys who can go and high point the football at a high level, you got guys that can do different things at a really high level. So I'm super glad to have those guys, because it gives us the confidence to know that when they're out there, they can go and do what they need to do at a high level and execute what needs to be done. So I'm super excited to be around those guys. I'm super excited to see what they can do this year. And, I just can't wait.
You've also been through a lot of training camps through your football career. Is there anything unique that sticks out about a Matt Rule training camp, or that you noticed that this August with this group and the Gorham experience and all of that?
It's kind of similar, honestly, but I like the way he sets the practices up. For me personally, my goal is to go out there and treat every practice like a game, and he gives us a lot of situations to where we can go and kind of simulate a game-like atmosphere. So I really like that. I really like how Coach does that, and it's been pretty great. So.